Picture this. You're racing down a rugged mountain trail. The wind is roaring in your ears. The sunset paints the sky in brilliant golds and deep crimson hues. And in your hands, or mounted to your helmet, is an action camera that finally keeps up with every pulse-pounding second of the ride. No more overexposed skies. No more dull, grainy shadows that ruin your footage. Just rich, cinematic visuals that capture the raw beauty of the moment, exactly how you lived it. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, that dream might soon become reality. Because if the latest leaks are even half accurate, DJI's Osmo Action 6 is gearing up to completely change the world of action cameras. So stick around, because in this deep dive, we're unpacking every major rumor, the insane new tech DJI could be sneaking in, and why the Osmo Action 6 might be the first ever action cam that truly challenges your full-sized camera setup. The problem, action cams haven't really changed. Until now, let's be honest. Action cameras have looked and felt the same for years. Tiny sensors, fixed apertures, and average video that looks great in daylight, but falls apart the moment the sun dips below the horizon. We've accepted it. We've tolerated it. But we've never loved it. DJI seems to know that frustration, and they're ready to shake things up. If you've been scrolling through Reddit, Twitter, or your favorite camera forums, you've probably seen the leaks. A blurry marketing image, some insider whispers, and suddenly, the internet's buzzing. According to those leaks, DJI isn't just updating the Osmo Action line, they're about to kick the old playbook off a cliff. 1-inch class sensor, a revolution in compact cameras. Let's start with the biggest headline, a 1.1-inch sensor. That's massive for an action camera. If you're not into camera specs, here's what it means. Bigger sensors, more light, better detail, color, and low-light performance. This isn't just about crisp daylight shots. This means creamy, cinematic night footage that doesn't fall apart in shadows. Imagine hitting a forest trail at midnight, and instead of a noisy mess, you get rich tones, true colors, and cinematic contrast. That's what a big sensor does. It lets you shoot what your eyes actually see. If you've ever rolled your eyes at the phrase, "we'll fix it in post," because small sensor footage never really gets fixed. This could finally be your moment. The shock move, variable aperture on an action cam now. Here's where DJI really flexes its innovation muscles. Leaks suggest the Osmo Action 6 will feature a variable aperture, from f2 to f4, yes, you heard that right. Moving aperture blades, inside an action camera. That's something we've never seen in this category. And it's the kind of creative control you usually get only from high-end mirrorless or cinema cameras. Picture this. You're shooting under a blazing desert sun. Instead of blowing out your highlights or fumbling with ND filters, you just adjust to f4. Then you head indoors or hit a dimly lit skate park. Switch to f2 and keep rolling. No stress, no setup. That's manual control in your pocket. And it's wild. Durability meets engineering genius now. You might be thinking, variable aperture? In an action cam? Won't that break? Fair question. But remember, this is DJI. The same company that builds drones that crash, recover, and fly again. They've built gimbals that stabilize earthquakes and mini cameras that survive skydives. If anyone can make a moving aperture system tough enough for mountain biking, diving, and snowboarding, it's them. And with DJI's track record, from the Mini 5 Pro to their rugged 360 cameras, it's clear they're in their bold, experimental, hold my beer era. So, yeah, expect this to be tough, waterproof, and ready for punishment. Next-level stabilization and smart color science, but it doesn't stop there. Leaks also tease a new version of RockSteady stabilization, already one of the best in the business. Now imagine that, combined with a bigger sensor. You get smoother footage, less crop, and more field of view, meaning your action shots will finally look real instead of digital. Add to that in-camera LUTs for instant cinematic color, and super fast transfer speed so you can upload directly to YouTube Shorts, TikTok, or Reels without spending hours in post. Because let's face it, the footage sitting on your SD card doesn't matter if it never sees the light of day. Real-world magic, capturing the impossible. Picture yourself snowboarding down a sunrise slope. The variable aperture locks exposure. The big sensor balances your highlights and shadows, and the footage looks like a movie scene. Or imagine cruising on your motorcycle, the sun blazing one moment, tunnels the next, yet your exposure stays perfect, even underwater. The Osmo Action 6 promises deeper colors, sharper textures, and true-to-life tones that bring your dives to life like never before. This isn't just about megapixels. It's about making memories look as epic as they felt in real life. Why this could reset the whole industry if DJI pulls this off? It won't just be an upgrade, it'll be a category reset. Just like 4K, HDR, and stabilization became the must-haves, a large sensor plus variable aperture could become the new standard by next summer. GoPro, Insta360, and every other brand will be forced to catch up. Fast. The race for the next generation action cam starts now. Expected price and release timeline. Now, let's talk money. DJI usually prices their cameras just below GoPro's top tier, so you can expect the Osmo Action 6 to land somewhere around $399, $449. That's not cheap, but considering what it packs, it could easily be the best value camera in its class. As for the release date, insiders suggest a late fall 2025 launch, right before the holiday rush. And if the sudden business trips of major tech influencers to Shenzhen are any clue, that announcement may be just weeks away. Should you wait or buy now? If you can hold off for a month, do it. Worst case, the rumors are exaggerated and you get great deals on older models. Best case, you'll own the first action cam that delivers true cinematic performance straight out of the box. Either way, it's a win. Final thoughts. DJI's big moment. DJI is about to prove that innovation isn't about specs. It's about storytelling. A bigger sensor, real aperture control, and stabilization that could replace a gimbal. This is how you push an entire industry forward. If these leaks are legit, the Osmo Action 6 won't just compete with GoPro. It might redefine what creators expect from a compact camera. So yeah, the hype is real, and honestly, it's about time. If you're as hyped as I am, smash that like button so YouTube knows this leak deserves attention. Drop your thoughts and wildest predictions in the comments. I read them all, and who knows, maybe DJI's watching too. And if you want to see real sample footage the moment the Osmo Action 6 drops, make sure you're subscribed to Touch Trove with notifications on. Because trust me, I'll be putting this thing through the most extreme real-world tests possible. Until then, keep pushing limits. Keep capturing your adventures, and remember, the best camera is the one that lets you relive your story exactly as you lived it. If you can hold off for a month, do it. Worst case, the rumors are exaggerated and you get great deals on older models. Best case, you'll own the first action cam that delivers true cinematic performance straight out of the box. Either way, it's a win. DJI's track record, from the Mini 5 Pro to their rugged 360 cameras, it's clear they're in their bold, experimental hold my beer era. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you out there.